Good morning, BUHS. Today is a purple day.
The DAR Good Citizens Program and Scholarship Contest is intended to encourage and reward qualities of good citizenship. The program is open to all senior class students enrolled in accredited public or private secondary schools. Students selected as the school's DIR Good Citizen must have the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. If you feel you have the qualities listed above and would like more information, please see your counselor. That's it was for weather with Jesse.
Hey, today there's going to be a high of 44 and a low of 25, and tomorrow there's going to be a high of 47 and a low of 35, and it's going to be partly sunny both days. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Jesse. Attention all youth. Community service hours on the Healthy Retailer Project. Come and join the Brattleboro Area Prevention Coalition on Saturday, December 3rd, 2011. Help complete assessments of local stores. If you shop at a local convenience store and would like to have an impact on what kinds of healthy foods are offered and how alcohol and tobacco are advertised, this is for you. This event will start at 9 a.m. and end with pizza and drinks at 1 p.m. If you would like to sign up for this event or for more information, contact Kate Runge, Program and Policy Coordinator at 257-2175 or by email at this address. If you have any questions or comments, please do not hesitate to contact. Now over to Colby with some Feed the Thousands updates.
All right, so as you already know, we're doing Project Feed the Thousands here at BUHS. We have some food already in, but it's nowhere near enough. We have until the excuse me, the winter break to get in our goal of 2011 food items. When you bring them in, you can bring them to the lobby, which has donation bins, or to your advisory to collect the food. Let's go check out the food we have here in the TV production studios. So we have some canned fruits, some canned vegetables, ravioli, cereal, macaroni and cheese, ramen, some really old tea that's expired. We actually don't want that, so make sure it's not expired food you bring in. Yeah, so bring in your food today, and let's go check out a clip about Feed the Thousands.
Food stamps can't be used to buy toilet paper, soap, detergent, diapers, baby fever reducer, or other basic household needs, or this. And please, donate to Feed the Thousands.
Do you know that Vermont is ranked 9th hungriest in the nation? So do your part and help Feed the Thousands.
25,400 children under 18 live in food insecure households. Could you please help us feed the thousands?
This year's musical will be Chicago and will play in mid-February. There will be a workshop on Monday, November 28th at 3:30 in the auditorium for all students who are interested in being a part of this show. Audition information will be available at the meeting, and items and times will be announced for the audition being held in December. Hope to see you all there.
Poetry Out Loud is back. The local division of Poetry Out Loud National Recitation Contest will take place Block 4 on Wednesday, December 7th in the BUHS auditorium. You must pick your poem from the Poetry Out Loud anthology, which is located online www.poetryoutloud.org. And see your English teachers for more information. Now over to Sam, who has a look at our weekend roundup in sports.
All right, first off, I'd just like to remind all our viewers to eat their delicious Frosted Flakes. It's a good source of vitamin D. They really are great. A little bit of product placement there. All right, so congratulations to the Brattleboro Generals for winning the Pop Warner Super Bowl. The team beat Gardner, Mass. 21-6 in the Central Massachusetts Division II championship game. And in more local school central news, the basketball tryouts for boys and girls will start on Monday next week. Boys have a meeting on Tuesday. That's varsity, JV, and freshman teams all meet on Tuesday. And there are also a bunch of posters up in the halls, so if you're interested, you can check that out. And the first IBL game is next Wednesday, so get pumped for that. That's the 30th. And finally, in national news, the Patriots look to take a commanding lead in the AFC East with a win tonight over the Kansas City Chiefs. That game starts tonight at 8:30. And finally, there's a BUHS Bike Club meeting after school today in Mr. Blomgren's room, if you're interested in that. And that's all I have for sports today. Now back to the lovely girls at the desk.
Thanks, Sam. Students are scheduled for a VHS class in the spring semester. If you have changed your mind about a VHS class in the second semester, please see your counselor and Ms. Johnson as soon as possible. We have a waiting list of students who would like to take a class. Thank you.
The BHS English department is announcing a 9-day trip to England for April of 2013. The trip will be centered in London and will focus on the cultural and historical roots of the world's largest city. This trip is open to all BHS and WRCC students. Application and additional information are available from Mr. Kramsky in room 202. Thanksgiving is on Thursday, so let's check some facts about Turkey Day.
What did the mother turkey say to her disobedient children?
If your father could see you now, he'd turn over in his gravy. We're looking for a new Colonel's motto. The Athletic Leadership Council has decided to come up with a new motto for the BUHS athletics, and they want your help. We are asking each advisory to come up with one suggestion that will be considered in the creation of our new motto. It can be anything from a single word, a set of words, or a short saying, anything that represents athletics at our school. Try to have fun with it, and be unique, and remember to keep it school appropriate. Go Colonels!
Have a great day, BHS. Remember that the Project Feed the Thousands food drive is ongoing. We will be leaving you with a look at the assembly from Wednesday last week. Let's check it out.
You know, we've got some guests here up front. Let me try that again. Good morning! Thank you, and welcome to our annual Feed the Thousands Assembly. We've got a lot of things to cover, a lot of ground to cover. One thing I want you to remember, though, is usually when we gather, it's for an important reason. In the past, that important reason has been for things like athletics, but every year we gather now to rally support for our community's Feed the Thousands project. It's an important project. You don't need me to tell you about it. There's a lot of people here to talk to you about it. Student council wants to talk to you, some members from our community. But please remember this year, as we're going through looking at Feed the Thousands, that we do need to pull together. I can't think of a time in Brattleboro and the greater community where we've had a greater need. We've had floods, we've had fires, we've had personal tragedies. This season, we need to pull together. We need to make Brattleboro be all it can be. And we're looking for your help to do that. But you don't want to hear from me. Where's the man of the hour? There he is, Spencer Hayes!
Thank you very much, Mr. Perrin. Good morning. Imagine yourself at your hungriest. You feel sick and you're about to pass out because you haven't had food in hours. Imagine yourself at home with no heat. You are now cold, cranky, tired, and irritable. Imagine waiting for your next meal. Imagine that last night you didn't have dinner, and tonight you won't eat again. Look around this room, because this is somebody in this gymnasium. A matter of fact, it is many people in this gym. This could be your best friend who is too ashamed to admit that they are hungry. It could be the person that you least expect, and it may even be you. As the seasons change, the weather begins to get cold, and some people have to choose between heating their house and buying food for their family. It's a choice that people should not have to make. Every day when you walk into school, think of how your contributions could help someone in need. we could help our fellow students not be hungry. When we work as a team, UHS can accomplish anything we set our minds to. Last year, the Drop-In Center Food Shelf distributed food 18,561 times. That is over 60,000 bags of groceries that people in our community needed. In our small community, people need our help. And our school can make a difference. Ever since I was young, I have participated in a school-wide campaign. At St. Michael's, we bring food in and we walk it over to the Brattleboro Savings and Loan. At this time, the reward was that I get to walk down the street and put food in the bank. We tried to overflow the lobby, and it was so rewarding. BUHS, we can have that same feeling. We could stand together right now as a student body and make a difference. Many of you are thinking, how can we make a difference? We're only one school. The fact is, although we are just one piece to the puzzle, without our support and dedication, people will go hungry. As you sit in the audience today, remember this saying, big is little and little is big. We might not meet our goal in 1 week, but with determination, we will meet our goal in the end. Remember, every little bit counts. Imagine 5 weeks from now, meeting our goal, seeing a huge truck full of food, and it will make everyone feel like they achieved greatness. In our own community, people are hungry. 1 in 5 Windham County residents will face hunger this year. Hunger is not written on someone's face. You never know it. But it is possible for each one of us to make a difference. Vermont, the Green Mountain State, is the 9th hungriest state in the U.S. It is hard to believe that our small state is in the top 10 hungriest states in the nation. 1 in 7 Vermont households are at risk of hunger. These few statistics are astonishing. As the holiday seasons approach, I ask all of you to remember what this time of year is really about. It isn't just about what we get, but what we give. It's about sharing with those who don't and being thankful for what we have. As the years go on, people do forget what these holiday seasons mean. And this year, our goal is not to forget what they mean. BUHS, let's embark on a journey to help those in need. Today, I'm asking you, the student body, for your help. Let's exceed our goal of 2011 non-perishable items. We have a history of working hard, and with your dedication and your kindness, this campaign can and will succeed. We are a team of 4 grades, a team that can work hard, and a team that can accomplish anything. Let's show the community what BUHS can accomplish. As we look into the future, we do not know what is ahead for us. Some of us are graduating this year, leaving the safety net of our small town, and others have just started the high school journey. Both of these paths are unpredictable. You never know what is going to happen to you. You might say you will never be hungry, but as I look into this crystal ball, I can't say you will or you won't, because life is full of uncertainties. In the end, wherever our lives ends up, we could be the ones going to bed hungry, and one of us could end up with no heat. But today, I can predict one thing. With the group of people that we have in this room, it is possible that we will meet our goal of 2011 items. I have faith that we will have another successful year and exceed our goal once again. As this campaign continues over the next 5 weeks, let's not forget that we can achieve our greatness together. We will conquer this task ahead, little by little, and in December, we will have exceeded our goal because it is possible. We will step up and stand out and show the community that Brattleboro Union High School can achieve greatness. Thank you. join me in welcoming Jack Laporte, representing the Wyndham Regional Career Center. Jack is the 2011-2012 FBLA reporter.
Good morning. For just a moment, think about what you do after you get home from school. If you're like me, I get a snack, look up some sports scores, and start my homework. But for 1,627 kids in the Brattleboro area alone, they don't even know if they'll be eating dinner tonight, let alone have an after-school snack. Having food to eat every day is a normal pleasure for many of us, but not all of us. There's no doubt that economic times are hard, and people in our own community are having a hard time obtaining what we might consider that normal, everyday meal. This year, the Brattleboro Area Drop-In Center fed 8,579 unduplicated people. More than 5,000 were adults, and sad to say this leaves 3,204 kids like you and me hungry every night. We cannot let this be normal. I am wearing a bracelet, and on it is the equation E plus R equals O. No, it is not an equation that Mr. O'Donnell or Mr. Sear put on the board just to remind us how terrible we all are at math. It is not the accounting equation that got drilled into your head by Miss Cornell or Miss Kelsey. I know people are asking themselves, what is this kid talking about? Because that is exactly what I was thinking when I first heard it. So let me explain. Normal people live their lives by the equation E equals O. E stands for events, and O is the outcome. Normal people live their lives saying, oh well, if it happens, and I can't change that. Abnormal people live their lives much differently. Their equation has an R in the middle. What does this R stand for? Response. Events plus the way you respond determines the outcome. Andrew Carnegie once said, teamwork is the fuel that allows normal people to attain abnormal results. And I am glad to say that I am abnormal. The Drop-In Center relies on people like you and me to ensure that they have enough food, enough money, and enough supplies to continue to serve a community that is crying out for our help. I recently attended the FBLA National Fall Leadership Conference in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What I learned in the mere 5 days while there was life-changing. At the conference, one of the speakers told everyone that their lives would be defined on a gravestone by a mere dash between two numbers. A mere dash. And so I ask you, how do you want to live your dash? To quote Mark Twain, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you did not do than the things that you did. And so I challenge you as students, I challenge you as individuals, I challenge you as a community. Live your life abnormally. Add that extra R to your life's equation. There are people in our community who need us, and our time to respond is now. Be able to say that you live your mere dash, making a difference. Your donation of 1 can of soup, 1 unused toothbrush, or even your time will make all the difference in someone's life. Together we can make a change for the better. Together we can give thousands of families that normal, everyday meal. Together we can be abnormal. Change your response to the event. Change their outcome. As Helen Keller once wrote, Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. Thank you. And now I would like to reintroduce Spencer Hayes.
Please join me in welcoming George Hayes, the co-founder of Project Feed the Thousands.
Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Mr. Parent. Thanks to all of you for your willingness to be a part of Project Feed the Thousands. As we begin our 18th campaign, that's right, 18 years, we've held a campaign. I never, in my wildest imagination, dreamed that we would be where we are so many years ago. Where are we today? What did I never dream about? I never dreamed that there would be so many in need. You know, when we began the campaign 18 years ago, it was known as Project Feed the Thousands. Because there are about 1,000 hungry people in our area that were in need of food. We fast forward to today, where I also never dreamed that we need to have so many to help so many, and we need so many to be involved. And frankly, I didn't really dream that 18 years ago that my son Spencer would be introducing me to you today. So there's a lot of things that I never dreamed about. But it's really not about the past. It's about now and the importance of all of us doing something to help others who are living in our area and who are hungry. You've heard the statistics. It's mind-boggling. And it's about being part of the Brattleboro Union High School and Career Center team. It's all about your team. It's all about your team, but it's also about your team being part of our team. Our team, the entire community team that is endeavoring to raise 25 tractor trailers full of food and $100,000 in cash donations, which in essence will go a long way to help hungry people in our area. But it probably still will not fill the need. Your team is a championship team. Why do I say that? Because year in and year out, Brattleboro Union High School has demonstrated their willingness, desire, and has had an integral part in raising food and money for our campaign. For those of you that may not know or may not have seen, right up there under the scoreboard, the white banner talks about your championship effort, your community champions for your ongoing support of Project Feed the Thousands. And quite frankly, we need you. We need a championship team. We need a championship campaign this year. So I appreciate your help. It's been an honor. It's been a privilege to work with all of you all of these years. And so I say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your past efforts. And thank you for this year, which I'm very confident you'll have a very successful campaign. Thank you. The next person that I'm going to introduce has been with the campaign since the very, very beginning. In fact, it was Melinda Buzzino who brought our attention Larry Smith and myself for the need to have a campaign such as this because of the hunger that exists in our area. So from the very beginning, Melinda's been there. She's the executive director of the Brattleboro Area Drop-In Center, a graduate of Brattleboro Union High School, Linda Busnell.
Thank you, George, and thank you all. I'm a proud graduate of the UHS class of 1964, and yeah, you can do the math. I'm 65 years old. And I'm always excited and thrilled to be in this gym and to thank all of you for what you did last year and for what you're going to do this year for your hungry neighbors. In Windham County, 47% of the grade school students are eligible for free and reduced price school meals. In some of the Brattleboro elementary schools, that number is over 60%. That's a lot of hungry kids. And I know some of you were those hungry kids and probably still are. And I just hope that everyone who isn't can do just a little bit extra, because the one thing that always scares me is the idea that kids who go home to no after-school snack and no dinner are trying to figure out how they can bring in food that they don't have for Project Feed. But you can do other things that don't mean having to take food off your family's table. You can work on the project, you can decorate boxes, you can cart things around, you can count items, you can do all kinds of things. And you can also make sure that your family is using the Drop-In Center food shelf at 60 South Main Street, so that you do have an opportunity to see that your family has food. And if you know someone who's hungry and they don't come to the food shelf, please tell them. It's easy, it's not embarrassing, and the only thing is, in the next week and a half, it's going to be really, really busy because we're doing turkey baskets. But come down anytime between 8:30 and 5, Monday through Friday, and make sure that there's food in your family's household as well. In the meantime, I know you're going to hit those 2011 items. I know you're going to have another successful campaign, because I know the UHS is the best. Go. Now I'm supposed to introduce the next person. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Karen Cedergren from River Valley Credit Union. Karen's boss, Jeff Morse, is one of our new co-chairs, and he's out of town, so Karen's going to pitch in and do this for him today. Thank you, Karen.
I always like following Melinda because we're the same height. Not a problem. I have to say, this is my very favorite community event. I've lived and worked in Brattleboro for a long time, and this event shows the best of what we are.